Hello there again. This is going to be my second run through Izzet Prowess in Modern. I did change one thing between last league and this league, and that is I took out the 2 copies of Flame Slash, and I added in 2 copies of Crash Through. I always thought it was kind of weird that Blue-Red wasn't always playing Crash Through because it's one of the one of the card neutral ways to enable things like Storming Entity and also push through extra damage. I know Mono Red uses Crash Through in most deck lists, and I just felt like it'd probably be a pretty good addition here as well. And Flame Slash not always going to have a relevant target, whereas Crash Through will always count for prowess and replace itself, and also enable obviously your Sprite Dragons and Storming Entities. Other than that, I'm still pretty new to the deck, so I haven't really changed a whole lot other than those 2 cards. So I'm assuming the sideboard is relatively refined as is. One thing that I learned last league was that the Kozilek's Return is for killing the burn sideboard card, Core Firewalker, because Devoid means it can kill the protection from red, since this is colorless. I didn't bring in the Abrades last time. I just didn't have the time where they were good, but I brought in everything else at least once, and all my sideboard cards were good. So, yeah, I'm just going to run it through another league and see how I do. Let's take a look at the current metagame. Pretty much the same over the last few days. It's still August, now the 27th. Pyle's in at first. Blitz, be it Mono Red or Blue Red, in at second, which again is what we're currently doing. Gruul in third, Burn at fourth, and your usual offenders in 5th through 12th, with Jund, our hero, in at 9th, which is the highest it's been in a few days. So with that said, I am going to just hop into a league and see how we do. Yep, this hand's got turn 2 Storming Entity off of Manamorphose. It's possible I should lead with Mountain just because Spire Bluff more gives away what I'm playing, but playing basic Mountain can only really mean one of 2 things. Or Spire Bluff also kind of really only means one of 2 things. Either this deck or Storm. Aggressive. So I do have the mutagenic growth to save my Storming Entity, and I think at this point I'm okay not drawing any more lands, so I'll just go ahead and fetch a basic mountain since there are no islands in the deck. So we'll Manamorphose into blue-red. Cast an entity. Alright, so I'm going to put all the lands at the bottom, keep extra threats on top. Both of these are pretty good. I think I'm going to put Swift Spear on the very top so I can draw it next turn. So our top cards are going to be Swift Spear and then Lightning Bolt. So pretty good for us. What we don't want to see is an Eidolon of the Great Revel. Bolt target me, yep. But even then we have the Bolt to kill it. Alright, let's save this. Paying 2 life to do so, but I think that's fine for keeping a threat in play. Right, so we'll cast Swift Spear. We know there's a lightning bolt on top, but we get extra damage in if we cast the opt now. We could just throw the bolt upstairs as well, but we've got so many threats now that I think I'm okay if they're using a burn spell to kill one of my threats. So we're going to top this lightning bolt, play a mountain, bolt you. Hit you for 8, put you to 6. So they're dead to the hit from the Stormwing Entity and the Bolt. We've currently got 4 spells in the yard, so Reveler gonna happen pretty soon. Sweet. Alright, so it just looks like Boros Burn. So I mentioned learning that Kozilek's Return is good for killing the core Firewalker. So I'm going to use what I learned and bring in the Return. Dragon's Claw also going to be pretty obviously good. And I think any of these 5 also could be pretty strong. I think I'm going to keep all the 1 mana creatures. I think I'm going to shave on definitely Bedlam Reveler. I don't really expect the game to be going long enough to where that's going to be really good. I think I'm going to cut Storming Entity. It's one of my less reliable fast beaters. What's up, Stratton? How's it going? And then assuming I want to play these, which I think I do, I need to cut a bunch others. I don't actually think this is a Lava Dart matchup. Definitely not a Gut Shot matchup. Don't think I want to be paying life on Mutagenic Growths either. This I don't think is a super good Lava Dart matchup. Doesn't actually kill a whole lot without sacking a mountain, but it is good to trigger Prowess a bunch, right? Maybe I want a Braid just as another out to Eidolon of the Great Revel. Even a consideration to Blood Moon to stop the white spells like Helix, Boros Charm, the like. I also don't want to over sideboard. Like, it's possible taking out 3 threats is wrong. Like, maybe I want to bring Stormwing back in for just another Lava Dart. Like this. Stormwing is one of the harder threats for them to kill, because if they try to bolt it or something, a single Prowess trigger will save it. I'm gonna give this a go. Yeah, I'll keep. We need another land, but we've got a threat. We've got some cards that redraw. No attack? I feel like that was a mistake. I mean, I'm going to hope they don't have Searing Blaze here. My attack isn't that great either. So obviously hoping there's land on top. On land. That is a Stormwing Entity. Nope. Alright, I think I got the short end of the stick on this one. I mean, I have a powerful sideboard card, 2 more powerful sideboard cards, 1 mana threat, and a cycling card on the draw. I think every day of the week I'm supposed to keep this hand. May not have even mattered given this draw from the opponent. Alright, I don't know that anything changes while we're on the play. Probably just keep it the same and hope to keep a 2-lander. There it is. So I think I'm likely to just play Sprite Dragon on turn 2. Make all the various light up the stages better. And then I'll fetch Mountain on turn 2 as well. I think I'm going to avoid tapping Islet for mana whenever I can. My opponent kindly helping me out with the Sunbaked Canyon. Alright, so Searing Blaze would be pretty bad for me here, but I don't really think I'm in a position to play around it. I think I want to just increase pressure. And they don't know that I boarded out Mutagenic Growth. I'd assume they would suspect it. The triple Swift Spear draw again? Sure. Fun. So I'm going to have to be careful that they can't kind of combo kill me next turn, but they do have 2 Sunbaked Canyons as their lands. Opt's a good one. Sorry, Entity is a good one. Let's just lead on the Opt. Would love more cheap spells. Probably Lightning Bolt being best case. Okay. So what I think I want to do now is I can Lightning Bolt just one of their Swift Spears and then cast Light up the stage. Alternatively, I can Lightning Bolt them, cast Light up the stage pre-combat. How much damage is that? So that would be 4 more power and prowess triggers. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and they've got 2 Islets as their mana sources. If they go untapped land and cast 3 spells, that's 9 plus another 9, that's 18. So as long as I'm dodging land plus 3 1-mana spells, I think just going max to the face works here. I'm going to rethink that math real fast though. Alright, so how do I die? So every spell they cast, every 1-mana burn spell is effectively 6 damage because of prowess. So it's 3 plus 6 plus 6 is 15. So actually 2 spells to the face would do it. So I think what I want to do is play it on the safe side. Probably just bolt a creature. Does that put me within range of lethal though? So bolting a creature would mean we're hitting for 6. And then that puts them to 8. If we can hit for at least 7 on the following turn, we'll be able to kill them. We'll already have a 4/4. We are short in that way. Alright, so I think what I want to be doing is just going after them, because again, it's 4 plus 5 is 9, 10, 11 puts you to 3. You have 2 Islets in play, but then I still have to dodge 2 burn spells to the face. So I think what I'm going to do is just kill another Swift Spears. Get my triggers. Hit you to 8. Alright, and then I can Islet, light up the stage with Spectacle, going to 14. And then hopefully this reveals some number of spells that will help me kill them next turn. And then putting my sprite out into a 4/4 means it's safe from a single burn spell. Alright, double Manamorphose. That's going to be enough to do it almost for sure. Yeah, the opponent's Fiery Islet's really being a hindrance to themselves right now. I think I'm pretty safe though. Alright, we win. Always feels good to get round one. Okay, so what'll it be, dealer? Don't think I can keep this one without a threat. This hand's much better. I think I'm just gonna bottom a land here. It'll be Steam Vents, I think. We have Spire Buff for our blue. We can fetch Basic Mountain with Tarn. I think I want to keep my density of actual castables high. Triome, so it looks like it's going to be a Temur Uro deck. I'm leaning towards now just getting Sprite Dragon down, applying maximum pressure. Sprite Dragon will grow faster over time as opposed to just playing another Soulscar here and lighting up the stage. So now we can Manamorphose into a Soulscar Mage if we'd like. I may want to be able to guarantee cast light up the stage this turn though, so we'll see what we just draw. Alright. So I think I'm going to lead on Manamorphose now. I can make blue-red, I can guarantee opt into a Soulscar Mage. Get some triggers in, start growing the Sprite Dragon. If we get remanded, it'll be unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Alright, and this just resolves. Cool. Wow, we just drew the Stormwing. I think I'm just gonna play that. Do it now, obviously, before mana empties. Very clearly not playing against a remand. So we're attacking for 4 right now, putting them to 14. I'm assuming they're fetching going to 13. I think we want to keep both of these. It's very clear we're not playing against a lightning bolt, and I think we may be able to just kill them if we keep the spells. So let's put Gut Shot on top and then Mutagenic Growth. I think I'm guaranteed to want the Mutagenic Growth, but we can decide on whether or not we want the Gut Shot with the opt. Barring something ridiculous like an Anger of the Gods, I think we're in a pretty good spot here. If they Uro up to 16, that's not even that big of a deal. We may be able to just kill them anyway. Haven't done the math yet. Alright, they just concede. Sweet. So I mean, that's the speed of Prowess. They might have just kept a slow hand banking on the fact that they were playing against Jund or something. So let's bring in the Relic. Let's bring in the Blood Moon. Oop, that's not a Blood Moon. This is a Blood Moon. I believe we'll also want Aether Gusts. Don't think we'll want Spell Pierces, Abrades, Dragon Claws, Kozilek's Return. So versus Blue-Red Prowess, I am Blue-Red Prowess. Facing Blue-Red Green. I think I'm taking out a Bedlam Reveler, given the presence of Relic of Progenitus. I don't really expect my threats to be dying, so maybe I can board out a threat. Threat density may not be as important. I'll cut one Stormwing. I don't really see Gut Shot killing anything. I think I want the Mutagenic Growths because their main way to kill stuff is going to be stuff like Lightning Bolt. Mutagenic Growth can save those pretty easily. This has me needing to cut 2. I don't know that this is a Lava Dart matchup. Lava Dart doesn't actually kill anything, but it is good for triggering Prowess a bunch. I need to cut 1 more. Don't think I want to go down another threat. I'm playing 6 + 8, 14 right now. Between Swift Spear, Soul Scar, Sprite Dragon, Stormwing. Maybe I'm supposed to cut Light Up the stage, but these games could go pretty long, so that may be a mistake. Maybe I just cut 1 more Lava Dart. Give this a go. Jeez. Pretty sure this is a keep. Drawing a blue source would be ideal. I mean, we've got our 1 mana creature, we've got a backup threat, we've got redraws to it. Alright, perfect. So now we just get to go Mountain, Swift Spear. If they try to kill it with something like a Lightning Bolt, we have the Mutagenic Growth to save it. Going pretty well. So next turn I can pretty easily Sprite Dragon, and I'll have the Mutagenic Growth to defend both creatures. We could get Remanded, which would be on the annoying side. Alright, we don't. Sweet. So given that they didn't remand now, I'm feeling pretty good that they don't have it going into next turn as well. Obviously they're going to have 2 fresh looks at it between the Growth Spiral and the Draw Step. I'll probably lead on Manamorphose, make some mana, then I'll use it to cast a Crash Through and see what else these 2 cards find. This is also their Cryptic turn. Light Up the Stage, not a bad one. Should probably just lead on Manamorphose. That means, though, I can't hold up Aether Gust. If they had Uro, they might have just cast it, unless they really want to be holding up Cryptic here. I think I should just Manamorphose. I'll play Mountain, play Manamorphose, and just make red-red. That seems fine. Triggers. Force. That's fine. We'll just let that happen and then we'll crash through. Crash Through is looking good here. It was, again, a Flame Slash. Ooh, Mutagenic Growth. We can't just kill them, right? That would be insane. So each one of these Mutagenic Growths is effectively 4 damage. That's 8, plus 3 is 11, plus 3 is 14. We get them down to bolt range with a bunch of threats in play. They've demonstrated that they don't have Lightning Bolt, but they could easily put themselves out of range with an Uro. I think I should just play it safe. But, I mean, there's no real guarantee we're going to be able to get damage in again. Maybe I should just use one of these Mutagenic Growths. I kind of like the idea of that. Mutagenic Growth is basically 0 mana, 4 power, 4 damage here, except the counter on the Sprite Dragon is permanent. Alright, so this is again 10. We could do this again to make it 14, but I think I'm comfortable just doing this right now. We can use the second Mutagenic Growth, defend versus a Bolt if we find one, if the opponent finds one. And the Stormwing officially out of range of removal. My biggest fear now is we get Cryptic Fogged a bunch. And I don't really even need to have to cast a spell to threaten lethal. Their Misty puts them at a virtual 5 if they want to sacrifice it, and we've already got 5 power in play. So I think I'm just going to go to combat and see if I can get in there. They could Mystic Sanctuary of Force if they want, but I think they need something better than Force. Return to hand, draw a card. I think that's fine. We'll just say okay to this. We may want to cast Mutagenic Growth in response to this, targeting Swift Spear. This puts them to effectively 1. If they've got a Bolt, it's pretty bad for us, but they haven't seemed to have it yet, so let's just cast the Mutagenic. I don't think I would do this if there was a chance they had Bolt, but they really haven't demonstrated that they have it. So I think putting them to 1 here is going to be good. Gets them off the possibility of fetch lands. Uro would still be pretty bad for me here, so I think I'm just going to light up the stage first and see what it hits. Burn Spell would be good. Just 2 Soul Scars. Yeah, sure. Alright, we've got 3 lethal threats in play. They know of 1 in the hand. Could still lose here from a combination of Uro and other things. And they just don't have it. Sweet. Pretty powerful deck here. Yeah, Sand's pretty okay. I think 1 more land then would be ideal. Jund? Could be Rock, I suppose. Yep. Alright, well, luckily we have a backup threat. Light of the Stage, probably also one of the stronger cards versus this opponent. Nearly Lavaxing themselves is also pretty good for us. They took Manamorphose. That's kind of curious to me. I guess this means they've got multiple removal spells. They're just worried about burst damage. Not entirely sure. Alright, well, whatever it is, Sprite Dragon a pretty good addition. I guess the opponent could still be Shadow. Moto almost tried to trick me there. You saw that? It lagged, then I almost clicked OK again. Get through combat. Goif. So just a 2-3 on this. And we've got instant in the yard, so as far as they know, they're not really safe to block. And Bolt's excellent here, because that actually gets to kill the Goif. We've got instant in the yard already. So let's play second Swift Spear. We'll get the Prowess trigger off of it, and then we can get this Tarmogoyf out of the way. If they cycle Street Wraith, they would kind of blow us out, but they still can't block. So Bolt was pretty excellent there. Could still be something like Rock or Shadow. Liliana. Ooh, Pulse. That's pretty good for them. Alright, so it's looking more like Rock now. It was a Bloodstained Mire, so unless they've got more lands, I think they would have been more likely to get basic Mountain. Alright, so we get to Sprite Dragon, light up the stage. Another removal spell would be pretty problematic for us. Really want to find backup threats. Not great. At least Islet can redraw. Okay, so it is just Jund. I feel like Jund's probably one of this deck's harder matchups. That said, I've only played against the matchup once, and I did win. Bolt is a good one. Let's play this Islet. That's getting done almost no matter what. And then just lead on a Manamorphose. So let's just add red. Use one of the red to sack the Islet. Alright, that's good. So I guess I'm going to Stormwing now while I've got the mana available. Make the scry decision. Another Stormwing. I think I want the Stormwing. It's going to be a little awkward if the opponent casts a hand disruption spell and the Stormwing is stuck in my hand, but I think the upside of having another threat as a backup is too high. So let's put Stormwing on top, Spirabluff on the bottom, and then hope to attack for 3. Fatal Push a pretty clear possibility here. Are they going to trophy? Okay, well we have to search, right? Is it May? May search. I'm just going to say no. Still expect a Fatal Push. They don't have it. Okay. So the opponent dangerously low. Pretty strange they killed the thing that wasn't attacking this turn. Sprite Dragon just strictly better at the stage that it's in. Bloodbraid, yep. Goif, so they're just dead. They don't know about the Bolt, but they know we topped a card. Sweet. So yeah, I do think this matchup is not fantastic. Goif is a really good threat to clock us back with, and they've got lots of removal for our threats. That said, I think I'm going to want Relic of Progenitus. I think I also want Bedlam Reveler though, so I'm a little conflicted as to what I'm supposed to be doing here. I think I want the Moon. Because like Reveler is one of my better draws versus the opponent, assuming they're able to stabilize, but I also really want the Relic to control their Tarmogoyfs. Don't think I want Aether Gust. There is a consideration to Spell Pierce just because Liliana of the Veil can be such a big deal. And just defending a threat could be good as well. I do not think this is a gut shot matchup. We did see that there were Jund, so mutagenic growth probably not at its strongest. I don't want to get multi for one. That said, this is opening me up to removal via Lightning Bolt. And then I don't think I want a Lava Dart. This Lava Dart doesn't actually kill anything, but it may be crucial for a combo kill. Is it possible I want a mutagenic growth over something like Lava Dart? I'm not entirely sure. I think this is okay though. I'm definitely not wanting to go down on any threats. And I like my sideboard plan. I suppose like Aether Gust it can also be considered, but there's not really anything meaningful that it hits. I mean, like, it can buy time versus a Tarmogoyf, but I've got relics for those, and I don't want to overboard. Yeah, Sand's fine. Wiggle the mic cord. Alright, let me know if that's better. Thanks for the heads up. Alright, Manamorpho is a pretty good draw because that will enable a turn 2 Stormwing entity in addition to triggering Prowess. It's good now? Alright, I appreciate the heads up. Thanks a lot. Inquisition. That's pretty good here. They'll probably just take the Manamorphose to disable the entity on 2. But our hand is very burn heavy. Did the opponent really keep a 1-lander? Okay. So I think what's going to happen is next turn I think I'm going to want to crash through to enable the entity. Alternatively, I could just crash through now. And then I can use a lightning bolt to enable the Stormwing. It's all kind of the same. What's up, the Cody Hope? Thanks for the raid. We are currently 2-0 in this league, and we are also up a game. Yeah, I'm going to lead on the crash through. I can use the bolt to enable the entity next turn. How's it going, Blackpink? No, second Stormwing a little on the awkward side. I'll play the Islet because it's the card they know about. And then get in for 2. Don't think I should bolt them here. It's not unlikely they've got a Lightning Bolt or a Fatal Push. You just won 3-2? That's pretty solid. Aiming to trophy, obviously. Don't wanna jinx it, but and surprise, surprise, here's the push. Indeed. Yeah, I do think I was just mentioning earlier that I do think this matchup is not super favored. On the draw, I feel like a big dog, but on the play, I think there's a pretty good shot. Yep. All right. Well, the opponent's gonna see our 2-pair. Luckily, we're going to get to enable the Stormwing pretty much no matter what, as long as they don't hand disrupt us again. Snapcaster, I don't want to hear that kind of negativity in my chat, okay? Alright, well, let's enable the Stormwing here. I think I'm going to get Steam Vents here. If I end up sacking Islet, I'm going to want another blue source. Let's say yes. Bolt you. Stormwing, blue, red. Alright, so I think I'm just going to top spells here because I want to enable the future Stormwings. We didn't find any of that. I'm not exactly light on threats. I think I just want to really find some spells. Darn. Alright, we need some spells. Crash would be great, Metamorphose would be great, even burn spells would be great at this point. That's fine. That is a-okay. Dragon's Claw, pretty strange sideboard card to see out of Jund. Alright, Lava Dart's actually really good here. It's going to guarantee a spell for the second Stormwing. Alright, and this Stormwing the opponent knows about. Does not know about the second one. I think I'm just going to bottom spells, top spells again. Opt is a good one. Let's put a land on the bottom and an opt on top. Don't really care that the opponent gained their life back from the Lava Dart. The important thing is I got the Stormwing down. And they haven't found the threat yet, so I've got that going for me as well. I want to dodge stuff like Bloodbraid and Tarmogoyf. The opponent just having lands is pretty excellent for me. And even drawing Opt here is pretty great. It allows us to play our other Stormwing while not expending this Lava Dart. I'm aware the Lava Dart will just gain them the life back, but it's still good for damage if you consider prowess triggers. Ooh, and a Bolt. Let's top that. Alright, and just jam for 4, and then I'll second main, play another Stormwing. We know the opponent's playing Maelstrom Pulse because they pulsed 2 Swift Spears last turn, but they have not demonstrated to have it right now because they probably would have just killed the Stormwing given they're doing nothing else with their turn. So I'm pretty happy just playing the second one and hoping they don't knock the top of their deck. Alright, in the event it happens, might not be a terrible idea just to have a backup threat. Don't think I want the Spell Pierce. The opponent has no shortage of mana. So let's just top the Swift Spear. And then if the opponent tries to Lightning Bolt a Stormwing, we can sacrifice them out into Lava Dart and save it. And they've conceded. Sweet. So pretty fortunate that the opponent just couldn't find the threat there. They had a decent amount of interaction, but it's only half the puzzle. I guess a third if you consider lands a third. Pretty good record so far. Evan1209, thank you for the follow. And then for those who are also new here, if you would like to follow, I do content like this pretty often. My deck of choice is usually Jund, but I do stuff like this pretty often as well. And then I've got all of my leagues that I've played already uploaded on my YouTube channel, and the link to the channel can be found in my biography of my Twitch page. I've got 26 Jund leagues already uploaded on my YouTube, and this is my second Prowess league that's going to be uploaded. Alright, I think it's illegal to mulligan a hand with between 2 and 3 lands and a 1-mana creature. Sir Chibs, thank you for the follow. Lucanus81, thank you for the follow as well. Alright, so this Lava Dart's going to be pretty insane. Alright, another land, not exactly what I wanted to see. I could lead on Crash Through. Don't think that changes my decision to Lava Dart, the Arbor Elf, but you never know. Alright, another Reveler, also not ideal, but killing this elf pretty ideal. I think in general, red-green should be a pretty good matchup. How's it going, Evan? Alright, Light Up the Stage is a decent one. I could even Lava Dart pre-combat. I don't really have a shortage of lands, so I kind of like it. It takes a spell out of the yard for the Revelers, which is a little rough, but it lets me get some extra damage in with the Prowess, so it's like, what do I value more? Building up towards a Reveler, or Lava Darting now for an extra damage on Prowess with the Light Up the Stage. So I've got 2 spells here. This will be a third. I've only got 4 lands, so I need more land or more spells. I think I'm going to Lava Dart the opponent to pre-combat enable the Light Up the Stage, and then obviously going to float the mana first, so I get to use what the mountain produces. Alright, so they don't have a bolt. That's good. Ooh, that was good. So we get to cast the Storming Entity in the second main. I'll go to combat first. Get in for my 3. And again, they've demonstrated they don't have a lightning bolt, so I think this threat is going to be on the more effective side. And then hopefully we can scry some spells to the top to enable our board and our Bedlam Revelers. Unfortunately, I don't think we're in the market for either of those. If we find another 1-mana spell, the third threat could be good, but I really don't think we need a third threat, especially when the read is that the opponent does not have removal. Alright, so we're up to 2 spells in yard, a bit of ways away from Revelers. This is definitely one of the slower starts that red-green has the ability to punish. Like if they play Colossus here, these Revelers may be pretty stuck in the hand. So hoping to dodge one of those. Alright, Seasoned Pyromancer we can deal with. Unfortunately, that means Swift Spear is going to be kind of gummed up on the ground. Blood Moon and another Pyromancer. Luckily, Entity has some evasion. Another land, not ideal. Alright, I guess I'll take a land out of the deck by playing that one. Get in for 3. So hopefully this hasn't dug them into a removal spell. Looks like maybe a Bloodbraid. Indeed, so please no Colossus or something. Ooh, Bolt's actually good. It was a bit risky to go for the Entity, but I mean, I guess they had the read that we didn't have a spell. Alright, so this doesn't really make sense to me. If they had the read that we didn't have a spell, they should have attacked with the Seasoned Pyromancer as well. I mean, their thing also like worked in killing our Entity, so they got to assume that the attack would have worked. So they missed 2 points of damage there, which I'm obviously pretty happy with. Not great. Let's sacrifice this. Alright, that's a flying threat. Still a ways off of Bedlam Reveling. Glorybringer. Jeez. Alright, so I think that's going to be the nail in the coffin here. Kind of just flooded out, unfortunately. They're killing that? That's strange to me. This gives us some amounts of outs. Like, if we draw a lightning bolt, they just die. Light up the stage. Alright, well, that gives us some additional looks at it. And I think it's relatively free to just main phase it. Yeah, because we have a land to play. So we really, really want to see, like, Lava Dart or a Lightning Bolt for the win. Alright, and there's the bolt. Yeah, like, had the opponent killed my Sprite Dragon, which is my only flyer, my only evasive threat, they'd have been very good, in very good shape. Alright, so playing against Gruul. Aether Gust's gonna be a clear shiner. Don't think I want Spell Pierce or Blood Moon. Kozilek's Return could be good for sweeping up all of their creatures. So there's a consideration there. Don't think I want a Braid or Dragon's Claw or Relic of Progenitus. So my only real consideration now is the Kozilek's Return. What do I want to take out? So they do play Blood Moon, although I suspect they'll be taking it out. I think I want to keep the gut shots. They do have a few X ones. Mutagenic Growth can save my creatures from getting lightning bolted, which is probably their primary removal. And that said, their primary removal is burn based. So I don't really expect my threats to be dropping like flies. I think I want to keep the more evasive stuff. They can ground up the ground pretty well. So I think I'm inclined to cut a Swift Spear if I'm going to go down a threat. Crash throughs are probably good to get through there for my ground stuff to get through. Thank you. I think I'll shave and opt in the event they do Blood Moon me. I don't want to just be pretty dead to it. I could Manamorphose out from under it if I really need to. I know. Thank you. Been focused. I got a raid.
Sweet.
Yeah, some new follows too. Pretty cool.
Focused.
Alright, so I need to cut one more card. I don't think I'm going to make room for this Kozilek's Return. I think I'm going to do this. Yeah. So play.
I know, I'm so excited and scared. That's what I'm doing right now. Like, excited and scared.
Don't think I can keep this. We've got turn 2 Stormwing and some powerful sideboard cards, but we're missing the land. This is not any better. Alright, this is better. So I think we're keeping lands, we're keeping Soul Scar, and we're probably keeping the Manamorphose into Stormwing, which would have us bottoming Mutagenic Growth and Lightning Bolt. That puts us on the weak side to an accelerated plan from the opponent, but I like getting 2 threats down. And I'm okay just getting Mountain here. Gonna bolt this. Nope. They could still have Stomp. Stomp could be a thing they do. Flame Slash. Yep. So I'd love to draw a 0-mana spell as a way to protect the Stormwing. That's not a 0-mana spell. Let's take another land out of the deck. In the event I draw a blue spell, I'm going to want the blue, so let's get the Steam Vents. Cast a Manamorphose, make blue red. Don't think I'm gonna cast second Manamorphose. It's actually worth damage next turn. In the event they kept Blood Moon in, it'll make blue. Aether Gust is probably fine. Let's put that on the bottom for sure. We'll top that. So now I really want to dodge another removal spell. Alright, well, we cannot punish them, unfortunately. Then if the opponent plays something like Clothis, this could be bad. What's up, James? How's it going? Luckily, they do not have a Clothis, though. Don't think I want to Manamorphose just to try to find a threat, because then I'm not going to have Aether Gust available. We are currently 3-0 and up a game, so doing pretty well. They missed the land. That's good. Alright, let's painlessly do this now. So I deal draws here. Just another threat. Bedlam Reveler, the weakest of them, just because I can't cast it immediately. Alright, so now I could Lava Dart to... Sorry, now I can Manamorphose to see if I can find the threat, because I can still play a land and then have up my Aether Gust. Let's make blue-red. Islet. Alright, well, I think I'm just going to hold that because I want to hold up Aether Gust. Although maybe I don't even want to hold up the Aether Gust. They didn't play anything last turn, so I think it's tempo negative for me to just hold up something that it's not even guaranteed to be good. I'll just play the Islet, crack the Islet off of the blue. Alright, well, if and when I find a threat, that'll be able to protect it. Don't think I'm going to Lava Dart there just to use the mana in the pool. So currently just 2 spells in the yard. Not ideal. Sprawl, yep, that's fine. So kind of a land drop that they can't use this turn. Come on, threats. There are a bunch of them. There's one of them. So let's play Mountain. Play a Swift Spear. Playing land pre-combat may be a subtle tell that I don't have something like a Light Up the Stage. You're saying you want me to gust the Utopia Sprawl? I don't think I want to gust it. I can just gust whatever they cast off of the Utopia Sprawl. It is a little more awkward if it's something like Bloodbraid Elf. Alright, so they're trying to bolt this. Let's just Mutagenic Growth it to save it. Yeah, like if it's an elf, it's an elf. And then it's just unfortunate. Alright, so now what I can do is I can Lava Dart and Lava Dart again. If I Lava Dart again, that takes Stormwing Entity away as a really good draw, but it would fade double removal spell and I'd get to keep my threat. So pretty sure I want to keep this threat. I could Aether Gust the Lightning Bolt. They cannot recast it, which would let me keep the Lava Dart to enable Prowess on future turns. But honestly, I'm not sure how good this Lava Dart's going to be other than just saving a creature. I think Aether Gust is probably worth more. I'll Lava Dart them and then I'll Lava Dart them again. So this will resolve, and then I can Lava Dart them again. Get it out of range of this bolt too. And the opponent probably should have done this after damage, because now they're just taking an extra chunk. If I were the opponent, I probably would have end-stepped this. They may have just been confident in double removal spell getting the job done. Alright, so it is Elf. That's kind of fine. If they hit Clothis, it could be a headache. Stomp. Alright, so if they stomp that, I'm going to have to save it. Maybe I just don't save it. I think I probably just should. Reason being is if I don't save it, like their 3-2 kind of stonewalls the 1-2 anyway. I think I just want to keep my threat down. Alright, do they put it on top? They did put the creature on top. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 spells in the yard. So we're still off of Bedlam Reveler by 1. Bolt is good though. Bolt means if they try to stomp the Swift Spear again, we can save it again. I could just attack and then bolt them, but that trades and puts them to 7. Don't think I want to do that. I think I'll just wait for them to stomp and then I can bolt to protect it. We know they're drawing the stomp. If you attack, I will accept the charges. 10 apiece, yep. Just casting a 4/3, yeah. So if I bolt this on my turn to get the Prowess trigger, that'll have me at a virtual 5. I'm taking 2 off of the trigger and then 3 off of an attack. I think that's okay. The downside of not bolting now is if I draw Bedlam Reveler, I can't play it immediately. I mean, there are only 2 of those though. Not great. Let's get this out of the way. I don't think there's a real reason to hold the land here. I think I'll just play it. If I draw something like Bedlam Reveler, I'm gonna want max mana. Like another bolt is gonna kill my Swift Spear through a spell anyway. The only information this gives them is they could stomp it pretty freely. Alright, so I'm not beating most of their big stuff. You unplugged my thing again?
I did. But I didn't.
You touched the outlet and it went off.
Okay, but I didn't unplug it.
Alright, Glorybringer is on the list of things I'm not beating. I suppose there's a world where a Bedlam Reveler is game flipping. Unfortunately, that is not a Bedlam Reveler, so I am dead. So would that game have been better had I used the suggestion of Aether Gust, the Utopia Sprawl? They would have Blood Braided 1 turn later. I'll have to watch the video again and see. Still don't think I really want Causal X Return. On the play, it's possible Spell Pierce is better, but it's just for countering something like Lightning Bolt. I already got Mutagenic Growth to do that job. I think I like it how it is.
No, or later.
Later. I would like to do this now. Sand's close. I think I have to ship. I don't have any fast threats. Light up the stage is going to be too slow here. Alright, this is much better. Much better. Got a lot of threats. Maybe I just want to bottom the weakest one. Don't know that minus counters are actually going to be super relevant versus them, so I like the Swift Spear more because it just gets in for 1 more damage. Let's bottom the Soul Scar. Done. We can go Mountain, Swift Spear, get in for 1. Then I think I should probably Sprite Dragon on 2, since its prowess triggers kind of accumulate over time. I guess the sooner I can get it down, the better. Alright, on the other hand, I should probably just gut shot that thing. The only time I'm going to be guaranteed a free spell is right now. Actually, well, now I've got Manamorphose, so I can even Manamorphose on my next turn to cast Stormwing Entity, which means I can play Sprite Dragon now. So let's play an Islet. Play this. We can gut shot their elf, paying 2 life. So far, so good. Alright, we've even got another threat as a follow-up to keep on the pressure. That's gonna work. Cage. Cage is fine. Not entirely sure what that even does versus us. Alright, I can Spire Bluff first. Probably should. It saves a life. I'll add blue-red. I think I'm gonna hold that because it's worth damage with the entity in play. I am gonna cast the entity now though, because this is when my mana is floating. Don't want the land. Light up the stage is a little less clear. So I can't Manamorphose pre-combat next turn for prowess and then light up the stage after combat. I think I'm gonna bottom it. Just get in for my 2. If anyone in chat knows what this Graph Digger's Cage is for, I'd be interested in some knowledge, because I'm not entirely sure. Oops. Anger, jeez. Alright, well, you get my creatures. Fortunately, I did not have the free spell. It's for the graveyard stuff, duh. Well, yeah, what's the graveyard stuff? I'm not entirely sure. Alright, need to find some threats. Alright, well, we get lands. At least one of these land cycles. Could very easily lose from this spot. Pyromancer, yep. Ditching the rest of your hand, which is a Bone Crusher and a Boil. Yeah, I don't really agree with Boil either. Come on, deck. Jeez. More lands, huh? Alright, let's just lead on Manamorphose. That may be a mistake. It might be better to just lead on Islet, because Manamorphose may be worth the damage with creatures in play. We drew a Lava Dart. Don't know that that changes anything. We can Lava Dart Elementals. Alright, now let's just Manamorphose, see if we can find something. Make blue-red. Alright, we found something. Had we made red-red, we'd have gained an additional life. Effectively. Unfortunately, this is not one of our evasive threats. The opponent's got some pretty good ones at this point. Bolts. That is good. Actually, we get to save it if we really want, which I think we want. Oh, because of the Grafdigger's Cage. That's for Lava Dart. Okay, I guess I understand now. Pyromancer, yep. Sprawl, sure. Take my 3. Alright, gonna need something like Bedlam Reveler. More lands, ain't it? Alright, so their cage did something. Not an impressive something, but it worked. What is this? That's fine. So it is going to shut off some of our better threats, though. Storming Entity and the 1/1 flyer are no longer castable. So I mean, I guess we can Lava Dart on their turn to make our Swiftspear block something. Stomp, no. Alright, I think we're dead here. Gonna need Reveler pretty much immediately. Come on, Reveler. More lands, not gonna do it. Alright, so we kind of flooded out there. That was our 8th land by turn 8. Not exactly ideal. So unfortunately the flood ruins it. But I mean our starting hand was very strong off of our mulligan to 6. Still have hopes for the 4/1 though. El Bonk. I know this person. Don't remember what they're playing. We've got 1 mana threat, we've got between 2 and 3 lands, and we've got a bunch of spells. Don't think I'm allowed to ship. Windswept, so it means either combo or another red-green opponent. Another red-green. All right, we gotta try this again. Hopefully, we don't get to try flooding again. Pillage. Joke's on you, there are plenty where those came from. Sprite Dragon, a backup threat, just something good to have. I think I'm inclined to play Scalding Tarn, get another land out of the deck. Don't think I'm going to bolt nothing here. I'll just get in for my 1. Playing this also means we're not going to get pillaged again, as we could just sacrifice it in response. Bolt doesn't save it. That's just going to happen. I'm pretty sure I don't want a Lava Dart just to sack my mountain. I think I want to save all my burn spells for post Sprite Dragon. Really gonna have to hope they don't have another removal spell. There is a chance I just kill them next turn if the Sprite Dragon gets to live. Killing the Sprite Dragon should be priority number 1, I think. I have a pretty hard time winning if I don't have something hitting them. We did not win last match. We flooded out big time. We conceded on the 8th turn with 6 lands in play and 2 Horizon lands in our yard. So we just hit a land drop every single turn, and it was not good. Yeah, it was an oof. Ruins the trophy run, but we can still 4-1. Yeah, the opponent had a pretty timely Anger of the Gods to kill a Stormwing and a Swiftspear on their turn 3. And then instead of finding more threats, we just drew lands. It'd be like that sometimes. I mean, I'm in match 5 at 1 hour and 20 into the recording, so playing this deck's nice because it ends quickly. If I were playing Jund still, I'd be in round 3 still, probably. Not entirely sure what the opponent could be thinking about. Maybe they're debating between spinning the wheel with another Bloodbraid or just guaranteed killing the Sprite. Like the upside of hitting a removal spell with the Bloodbraid is pretty high, but I think the guarantee of killing the sprite is a higher priority. I mean, the opponent doesn't know that I don't have any more threats. Oh, they lost connection. That makes sense too. That's a good one. Just get this Sprite Dragon out of here. Yep. Alright, so we're going to have to probably Lava Dart this Chandra. I don't want it to stick around for too much longer. The ideal draw here would be something like Swift Spear. Actually, probably just another Sprite Dragon. Just another evasive threat that I can start growing. Come on, Sprite Dragon. Stormwing works too. So I guess I'm leading on Manamorphose. I mean, I don't even have to play a Manamorphose. I can just Lava Dart and enable it that way. Manamorphosing now, though, would enable me to hold up Lightning Bolt if I want to shock in Steam Vents. I think I like it. Although, I have to deal 1 to this Chandra no matter what I do. But putting a Lava Dart in the yard means I can sack a mountain to save it if their next removal spell is Lightning Bolt. So I think I'm going to take the line of Lava Dart, target Chandra, shock in Steam Vents, play a Stormwing. Again, this way I get to protect my Stormwing should they try to destroy it. Alright, do I want another Lava Dart? So, if they don't try to kill the Stormwing, I have 2 Manamorphoses, a Lightning Bolt, this Lava Dart, that Lava Dart again, and the Lava Dart in my yard, all as Prowess triggers. That's 6 plus 3 on the Lightning Bolt is 9, plus 3 on the Stormwing, that's 12. That's 1 off. But a Lava Dart just going to the face completes the kill. So I think this Lava Dart is acceptable. So put a land on the bottom, put Lava Dart on top. And say go. What I really don't want to see is a Glorybringer. I suppose also the Greater Gargaroth would be bad too, because it's got reach. In the event they do that, I can throw all of my burn at it, which would kill it. Lava Dart, Lava Dart, Lava Dart, Lightning Bolt, that's 6. Never, ever, ever blocking this. That is fine. Alright, well, I'll just shoot you with the Lava Dart, sacrifice a mountain. So the opponent may just be dead here. I'll double check the math before I just throw out all my spells. So this is 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 3 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, they are dead. So let's add red, red. That's pretty important. Add red, red again. red, red. Sure, do it again, why not? Red, red. Bolt you. Lava dart you. So we actually didn't even need to sack that other lava dart, but more than enough. We got more than enough to get there. Alright, so Gruul. I'm going to bring back in Aether Gusts. And I think that's it. It's possible I do want the Spell Pierces. They get much worse if we get Blood Moons. I think I'm going to cut one of my ground threats again. Going to be a Soul Scar because, again, I think the Swift Spirit getting in for 1 extra damage is worth more. Yeah, sure. And I could do for some 4-1. Alright, so what did I cut last time? I cut 1 threat, I know that. And I cut an Opt, I remember that, as a Blood Moon consideration. I think I cut a Lava Dart. That's a Crash there, not a Lava Dart. Let's cut a Lava Dart again. Don't think we're gonna have to face a Grafdigger's Cage again. So let's give this a go. Definitely don't want to cut any of my evasive threats. Kind of funny that this entire league, the only time I saw Bedlam Reveler, I saw both of them in one hand. And they were uncastable. So 2 of my lands cycle. They won't cycle to a Blood Moon, unfortunately. But I mean, I've got 1 mana threat and some card advantage. Or not really card advantage. Light up the stage, I guess, card advantage. But Manamorphose kind of just cycles. These 2 may play kind of awkwardly because like I want to cast this in the first main phase to enable Prowess. But that means I won't have mana in the second main for Light Up the Stage. Would love to draw like a Mutagenic Growth here to protect from this Lightning Bolt that may be imminent. Alright, Gutshot is not the Phyrexian mana spell I had in mind. But Gutshot will enable the Light Up the Stage on turn 2, so that much is good. Let's just go Mountain Swift Spear and then hope they don't have the Bolt, I guess. That resolved pretty quickly. Alright, and then if they have the Stomp as their interactive spell, Gutshot will save it from that. But yeah, this deck has felt very powerful. I've had a good time with it. I don't often play aggro, so it's pretty nice. Alright, so that's going to interact with our Bedlam Reveler synergies and our Lava Dart synergies. We don't have any of that going right now, currently. There's the Reveler. So what I think I want to do is I can Manamorphose, make red. It'll be unfortunate if we draw a Stormwing entity, but red guarantees us the ability to Gutshot then Light Up the Stage. I think had they had the Stomp, they would have just done it. It's possible I should just lead on Gutshot and Light Up the Stage and save Manamorphose for a future turn. I don't dislike that, so I could just lead on the Gutshot, cast Light Up the Stage. Yeah, let's do that. Target you, pay 2 life, yield to this, cast a Light Up with Spectacle. Come on, spells. Manamorphose, Sprite Dragon, those count. Alright, so let's attack for 3. We'll play a land in second main. Make it look like maybe we're missing a land. Don't want this to impact their decision, although I don't suspect they're going to block this ever. Unless they have mutagenic growth of their own. So next turn I'll Manamorphose into Sprite Dragon, because I can't do it the other way around. There's some chance we get this Bedlam Reveler out this game anyway. We've got lots of mana sources, and they don't have infinite time to be eating stuff out of the yard with their green mana. That is fine. I guess they can eat that now, get a 3/3. Well then, if their plan is to attack here, they probably definitely want to just eat the Swift Spear now, get the extra damage in. Alright, so no attack means they're not really required to eat the Swift Spear now. Some lists play stuff like Burst Lightning, so it's possible they want to just eat it now to play around that, and they are. I probably would. They missed a land. Alright, so we have to Manamorphose first. This will make blue red. Yeah, it could be Bedlam time very soon. I mean, I'm going to use this turn to cast the Sprite Dragon that's currently in my exile zone. Because this is the last turn I get to cast it. And I could even crash through now, which I think I should. And I think the ideal draw would be one of my Phyrexian spells. But yeah, next turn we're looking to Reveler. We've got 4 spells in the yard already. Manamorphose will be the 5th. Which means we can tap 3 lands and play it. We can even Aether Gust first. And still play the Reveler. I think we're going to do that, assuming we don't get anything exiled with the Ooze. Because yeah, Manamorphose will be spell 5, Aether Gust will be spell 6. We'll have 4 lands in play. So between the 2 that cast the Aether Gust and the 2 left over, we'll have a total of 8 pseudo mana sources for the Reveler, which works. Unfortunately, if the opponent has mana up and we cast Aether Gust on their Ooze, they're very likely to just eat something in response. We can Manamorphose first and just see where that takes us. And then I'll play the land before casting Manamorphose in case they try to like kill our thing in response, and in response to their response we can Aether Gust their removal spell or something. Alright, so let's just get a mountain out of the deck. Could just Reveler now, but again I'll just Manamorphose first, see if that hits anything. Maybe we hit another Manamorphose, then we just have like nothing to worry about. So colors off of this, probably just make blue-red. Let's just cast the Gust off of it. Alright, so land, not exactly what we're looking for. So we've got 5 spells in the yard. Casting Reveler now means that we don't get to cast anything in the hand. So I think I'm inclined to just use this mana to Aether Gust. I'm pretty sure they're likely to respond here. They probably would have responded with the Bolt on mana on the Sprite Dragon in response to the Manamorphose if they had it, so I don't think they do. Yeah, they don't have it, and they should definitely eat something now. They don't, though. Okay, let's just get in for 4, see if it works. I may just be better off casting Soulscar Mage. The spells are still going to be in our yard next turn, and it just helps us deploy our stuff more. I kind of like just playing Soulscar. Just more and more threats. I mean, they've demonstrated not that they don't really have removal. So maybe playing one of these just isn't really required, but I like just playing as many things as possible, as opposed to just forgetting that I've got it. Waiting also means I'll get to put another Islet into play, which could be another card later if somehow this game gets flipped. Sure. I'm pretty on the fence about Weather the Storm, just like as a card. Like, it's probably only really great versus Burn. Like, here it's fine, but if they don't have a threat to back it up, like, the extra time doesn't really mean anything. we tend to do our damage in big bursts. 12 life, effectively one big burst. But yeah, I don't really like this card. I've tried it as a Jund player, and I just haven't liked it. Clothis. Alright, well that doesn't really matter. Still have 6 spells in the yard, so Bedlam Reveler are going to cost 2 on this turn. At least we get to cast it before the end of the league. And there's a Stormwing. Alright, well that's probably just going to bite the dust. So we get to Swift Spear. Does this Lava Dart just kill them? It's pretty far from just killing them, but I get to Swift Spear, Bedlam Reveler again, which will discard Lava Dart. And then I can flash it back immediately. More Lava Darts. Alright, let's go to combat. And then Lava Darting them now is probably just worth it. Get a bunch of extra damage in. Lots of triggers, yep. Let Lava Dart effectively deal 6 here. Oh, sorry, 4, because 2 of my creatures aren't actually attacking. So now I'm insulated versus even Anger of the Gods. They don't kill Revelers, and they will not kill a 5/5 Sprite Dragon. Sure. So it looks like I'm going to Swift Spear. I'll main phase a Lava Dart targeting the opponent. You can then light up the stage. They've only got 3 blockers here. So 2 things are guaranteed to get in, one of which is going to be Sprite Dragon. They discarded the Anger. Yeah, Anger's gotta have a pretty good spot to be cast. I mean, it could at some point be a blowout, but at some times it's just bad. Like here. Obviously, like we saw last match, the opponent found the window where it was good, but that window was on turn 3. After that, we were able to outsize stuff. So targeting them will enable us to light up the stage. Lots and lots of prowess triggers. So this looks like we're going to be 4-1 in a sec. Looks like they may have conceded. Moto's lagging. Alright, cool. So we got the 4-1. So let's do a really quick wrap up. What I felt I liked, what I felt I didn't like. So I'm pretty happy I exchanged the crash throughs in for taking out the flame slashes. We saw at least one instance, I think in match 2, where I lava darted to get an extra damage where the removal spell would not have had a target. So I'm really happy with that. We never saw the trample mode really coming in, but it did well. Have a good night, Stratton. But just in general, this deck, it just feels very powerful. It's very synergistic. I think one of the issues that this deck had before, like a couple sets printings ago, is it just didn't really have that threat density, and all of its sets were kind of fragile to stuff like Lightning Bolt. But Sprite Dragon and Stormwing Entity, pretty big additions. Just a single spell puts Stormwing Entity out of range, and then obviously Sprite Dragon just grows to be huge over time. So I mean, I really don't think threat density is an issue for this deck anymore, and it's something going into this league, going into playing this deck, even before my first league with it, I was worried about. But I mean, when you look at it, like, how many threats are we even playing? We're playing 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 4 is 15, plus the 2 Bedlam Revelers hiding over here. So we're playing 17 threats, and the entire rest of the deck is just cheap ways to protect, enable, and burn out the opponent. So I mean, this deck feels very, very tight. I'm assuming the only really modulation that you get to do as a deck builder, while keeping the deck as consistent as it is modifying the 1-mana spell slots. Like Bolt seems like a snap 4 of, Lava Dart seems like a snap 4 of. It's just really the Phyrexian spells, the Ops, and the Crash Throughs that I feel like you can probably mix up with. I guess like you could also tinker with like some number of light up the stages, maybe go up or down a land, but I feel pretty okay about 18 lands. we did flood out 2 or 3 games, but the flood only actually impacted us like one of those 3 games. We were kind of able to filter through with Fiery Islets and the others. And then the Storming Entity Scrying 2, also really good for filtering through draws. I really liked this sideboard again. I didn't bring in the Abrades ever. I learned to bring in Causal Exreturn versus Burn. It didn't come up, but I'm still glad that I had learned that. And Abrade, I still think is probably pretty good in this deck. I haven't seen a matchup where it's applicable, but I imagine there are some where it is going to be good, such as Eldrazi-tron, where you like really need to kill a Chalice or something, or like maybe you're playing against Infect, and you just really need another thing that kills something. But yeah, all in all, really powerful stuff, and this deck's a blast to play, and I'm definitely going to be streaming and uploading more videos of it. So that's the kind of stuff you want to see. Like and subscribe for more if you're currently watching on YouTube. If you're currently watching on Twitch, thanks for stopping by. And if you want to see any of my previously recorded videos, you can do so on my YouTube channel that I just mentioned. You can find the link to my YouTube channel in the biography of my Twitch channel. And if you're watching currently on YouTube and you want to catch my recording sessions live, you can do so on Twitch at Junderdome, and you'll find the link to that in the description of the video that you are currently watching. So until next time, I hope you have a good one, and see ya.